Stay up. Even he knows it's a cackle. He's American.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Stand by, please. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is going to be fun. I'm here in the MV3 studios with some young guns, and they're certainly going for it. This is Wham from England. They've just flown in. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Shirley.
My name's George.
I'm Dee.
And I'm Andrew.
All right, now you guys have got a huge hit happening for you in England. You've got a hit happening for you here in the States, but they're different records. In fact, the record that's breaking in England is your first single, and the record that's breaking in the States is your second single. Tell me about the fact that your first single got banned.
Our first single got banned.
Why did it get banned?
Yes, very much.
It's fairly social. You know, it's all about unemployment, so the BBC in England weren't too keen on it.
But it's not like a down record, it's an up dance record, right?
That's right, yeah. I think the reason that it's okay now is because the first single was like a really big hit over there.
No, the second single was a big hit.
Oh,
the first one was banned.
The first hit was a big hit.
You see, the band's confused because basically their first single is a hit the second time round in England, whereas their second single is a hit the first time round in the States. Have I got it?
Yeah.
Now, your second single, which is your first single in America, is called Young Guns, Go For It.
Yeah.
Now, who wrote that?
George did.
George.
Back to me again.
Okay, back to you. And it's rather unusual because you're an English band and you're rapping.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a name for ourselves in England as a rapping band, whereas it's just accent, really.
Okay, and the song is about one guy telling his friend that he's silly because he's going to get married. What do you ladies think about that? I mean, because it's kind of putting down you ladies, isn't it?
No, I think it's great.
Shirley hates the idea anyway, don't you, of marriage, don't you, Shirley?
Oh yes, definitely.
Don't you,
I'd hate to marry an old man and have all his money, but you know.
So if you have some credit cards, get in touch,
Any old
okay?
man watching.
It's a great video, so let's see it one more time, because we premiered it here on MV3. It's Wham, they're from England. Thanks for coming to the studios. Young Guns, go for it. Any last words?
Go for it.
Check out the video on MV3.
George, from Wham. You may be a young gun, but you sure got big bullets.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Richard Blade. We're here in the MV3 studios with a bunch of young guns. This is Wham, and you've just flown in from England, right?
That's right.
And
Jet lag.
you're here for about 24 hours, then it's off to Germany.
Yep.
And you're taping a music show there.
Yeah, music in Germany.
Well, while we've got you, why don't you introduce yourselves? Ladies first, if you don't mind.
Dee.
Shirley.
George. Andrew.
Andrew, and now you've got two big hits happening for you simultaneously on both sides of the Atlantic. Your second single is the hit here in the States, and your first single is now breaking in England. Now,
Yeah, we're hoping
how did that happen that way round? What happened?
Well, the first single, which we're hoping is going to be #1 by the time we get back to
That's
Britain.
Wham Rap.
Wham Rap. That was banned the first time round by the BBC in England because it was about unemployment, but this time round they let it go.
So they thought it was kind of like a depressing subject or something? They didn't...
Well, they thought we were a bit threatening. I think they thought that they got the wrong idea about the song, and they thought we might be a bad influence on kids in England, but...
There's only people up the north that took it seriously, though.
Yeah, well, your second song is another kind of look at society. It's two guys talking, and he's saying, don't get married, you know, you're a young gun, go out there and have a good time. What do you ladies think about that?
Nothing wrong with marriage, but you're too young.
Not too young.
Not too young?
No.
So you agree with the sentiments in the song?
Yes.
Now, the video is filmed on location in a club and also in the streets. Did you spend a lot of money on the video?
No.
Like the young guns.
No.
The Young Guns, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first video we've made, and we were really pleased with it because it got the right image across, I think.
Yeah.
But we spent more time and money on the one for Wham Rap, which is why we're hoping it's going to do well in our country.
Okay, now that's going to be the second single over here after Young Guns is a hit.
We're not sure, we'll see, yeah.
Oh,
We
so
might have something better to offer.
Okay, now it's really unusual. How did the idea of a rapping record come about? Because English bands don't normally rap.
No, that's true. We just wanted to make a disco record with a very undisco lyric. And the unfortunate thing is that the same way the message happened over here, it happened in England at the
Grandmaster
same time.
Flash, right.
So we're like the kind of second big hit social comment rap over there, whereas in fact we wrote it about 1.5 years ago, so they beat us to it.
Well, let's check out some social comment rapping with a dance record from Wham! Young Guns, go for it. And thanks for coming down to the MV3 studios.
Thanks very much.
That might have been a little bit long. But the BBC's now playing it, right?
It looks like it is going to be number one.
play it up to maybe...
This is just tight close-ups that you're going to cut in later. So you just have to say ladies first, and then be into the mic.
Okay, so you don't want the whole intro, etc. Okay.
But we've just got to say I know.
Okay, in 3, 2.
So, before we get into it, let's introduce the band. Ladies first.
D.
Shirley.
George.
I'm Andrew.
That's Wham! Now tell us about yourselves.
Is that good enough? Or do you want one more time?
20 years old. Who knows?
I want to travel.
And
A little bit slower.
if I win the competition.
Okay.
So then we have a chance to set the shot. That's what you're saying.
You're still saying it very quietly, D.
3.
Say I'm D as well.
I'm D.
I'm not going
But before we get into it, let's introduce Wham! And ladies first.
I'm D.
Shirley.
My name's George.
I'm Andrew.
I know.
Up to two. Same thing. A little slower though, because
Okay.
we're trying to do setups between, so even hesitate if you have to.
And before we...
3, 2.
And before we get into that, let's introduce Wham! Ladies first.
I'm D.
I'm Shirley.
My name's George.
I'm Andrew.
Okay, over here. Angel. At the very end. You're playing here, not here.
Okay, we'll do it one more time.
more
So don't say it until I got the mic right underneath you as well.
There we go.
So we're going to do it real slow. So.
3, 2.
But before we get into that, let's introduce Wham! And if you don't mind, ladies first.
I'm D.
I'm Shirley.
My name's George.
I'm Andrew.
How embarrassing.
Great. Thank you. That was great. Having it close-ups on you.